What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Noob, bringing you all the return of the Noob's Journey to the Top 10. That's right, folks, this is a series that involves a noob like me, totally, climbing the Smogon Sword and Shield OU ladder until I reach the very top 10. Now, it's been a while since I last uploaded this kind of video. I think it's been like, what, approximately 2 to 3 years now? But regardless, that's the thing in the past. Your boy is back, much more motivated than before. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna make sure that I give you guys much more consistent content from now on. And among that, this involves giving you all competitive Pokemon battling stuff. Yes, that's a very proper way of saying it. Anyways, as far as the team that I'm going to be using today goes, this is actually given to me by my very good friends, Darius and Raymond, who made this team together. It's really fire, based around Dragon Dance, Sub DD, Dragapult with Shadow Force, and Dragon Darts. Really, this set is really good at catching things off guard, and it's gonna put in the finest of work. And other than that, I have stuff like Choice Band and Clefable, Heavy Duty Boots, Mandibuzz, Life Orb CLEFABLE, if I mentioned that, I don't know. Leftover Zordon Wash, and of course, and last but not least, Okaberry Ferrothorn, which I'm not necessarily too sure why it's Okaberry, but you know what? We'll find a use for it. Anyways, my very first opponent here is a pretty interesting team. Boy, he thick with Pyukumuku and Mimikyu. I don't know about you guys, but this is probably the second Mimikyu I've ever fought in Pokemon Showdown, and I've been doing a lot of laddering throughout the initial days. Anyways, lead-wise, I think my best one would easily have to be my Rotom, but at the same time, he could lead off with that, or he could lead off with his Rotom Heat. So I think lead-wise, he's probably not going to lead off with his Excadrill. That's a pretty bad play on his end, so I'm going to lead off with my Rotom Wash. It matches up decently against him as he leads off with his Pyukumuku, and this is pretty damn good. What I will be able to do is just pretty much Volt Switch my ass on out of here, and there ain't a damn thing he can do about it other than just trying to go for a play rough, which I think was a pretty bad play on his end because, yeah, why would you do that? I could have just easily burnt you. But the only reason why I didn't do that in the end was because I very much thought that he would want to go hard out into his Conkeldurr, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. Out comes my Dougie, and I'm here to claim my kill. If this doesn't kill, I'll be surprised. But you know what? This is a nice opportunity. Scar Pyukumuku. GG. Why is he Scar Pyukumuku? Hello? I have no idea. Why would you even bring that? That makes no sense. Oh my god. Right, I mean, this thing is definitely still useful, because I can beat this down, and yeah, I don't want this thing to take unnecessary damage yet, so I'm gonna go out in my Clefable. If he's smart, he's gonna go for a knockout, but he doesn't, he just goes for a Nice Punch, which is perfectly fine. As now, out comes my Life Orb Clefable. I'm just gonna go for a Moonblast, no reason not to, as I'm gonna be able to snag a decent chunk of damage off on that Rotom Heat of his, which, you know what, is fine. But at the same time, this is kind of worrisome. But, yeah, it should be fine. Because, yeah, I have a Rotom Wash to go into. Again, I don't understand why he would want to go for a play rough on my Rotom Wash, because I wall you anytime, any place, anywhere. So, yeah, not entirely too sure what your core belief is when you made that play in the first place. But I see no reason to not go for a Hydro Pump anyways. While his play up... Why is he trying to Thunder Wave an Electric type? Hello? This man is trying to Thunder Wave an Electric type. I don't know, yeah, it's probably a low ladder thing. Which would make a lot of sense now that I think about it, but he brings out his Pyukumuku. Now he brings out his Tyranitar, which is not gonna help you, bro. Because, yeah, out comes my Dugtrio again, and I'm gonna pretty much just claim my next kill here and now. So, yeah, that is how we roll in youtube.com/TheUsiGunner. Yeah, I need to stop copying movies. Sorry about that. Anyways, we are able to claim 2 kills with our Dugtrio, which is nice, which is pretty nice, I guess you could say. But at this point in time, do I need to keep this thing around? This thing is definitely nice in the sense that I will be able to immediately KO that Excadrill of his, which could be somewhat of a nuisance. But at the same time, I do have a Mandibuzz to take whatever hits he wishes to instigate on me, and at the same time I have a Rotom Wash, and I assume that he's gonna be a Sand Rush variant anyway, so I'm gonna get as much damage I can. Yeah, I'm gonna get off as much damage as I can on this Conkeldurr, And now what I'm going to do is just pretty much put myself in a position where I'm going to go out into my Clefable and then double out into my Dragapult. Alright, he goes out in his Excadrill, which I didn't expect at all. But that's fine, because I'm just going to pretty much go out into my Rotom Wash because I Hard Wall you. Yeah, Rotom Wash, that's not going to do any damage to me at all. Alright, sweet. So, wait, what? Oh, this thing is Mold Breaker, holy shit. Yeah, I'm not falling for that. I'm gonna go out in my Mandibuzz as, yeah, you're gonna go for that. Holy shit, I'm so stupid. As here, what I'm gonna do is just pretty much go out, pretty much pull a... I'm gonna double out. Yeah, he's gonna go out into his Rotom Heat, as now what I'm gonna do is just take this as a chance to set up a substitute on his face and pretty much see what he wants to do on me. As he tries to Thunder Wave me, sorry bro, that's not gonna work tonight, as I'm just gonna set up a Dragon Dance on you. Like, there's legitimately nothing you can do. That's not gonna break my substitute because I am a Dragapult and you are a Rotom Heat. Meaning, you're fucked. Yes. In very blunt terms, you are very much fucked. As I'm just gonna go for a Dragon Darts. You cannot break my substitute because you don't have Mach, because like Mach Punch doesn't break the sub, and just like that, I'm able to claim my first W of the day. And yeah, I don't think my opponent was necessarily experienced, as he made plays that didn't make any sense, but you know what, that's fine. You win some, you lose some, and you gain a lot of experience at the end of the day. So my next opponent here has a, wow, the updated Draco Vicious sprite. It looks so hideous. No discredit to the artist though, he did a good job. But lead-wise, I mean, his squad is interesting because he has stuff that you usually don't see in the matches anymore, especially Roserade, since it lost to HP Fire. But that's fine because honestly, lead-wise, I feel like my best one would easily have to be my Ferrothorn. Yeah, Ferrothorn, because I can definitely be able to, you know, set up Stealth Rocks on you and whatnot. And if he does choose to lead off with his Roserade, I will be able to first of all break his Focus Sash, and since he has no ways of touching me, considering how he doesn't have HP Fire, I should be able to benefit at the end of the day, unless Game Freak decided, like, you know what, we're gonna put Mystical Fire on Roserade. It doesn't make any sense, but we're just gonna put it anyways. Just like we removed HP Fire and Pursuit for literally no reason. Still salty about that. Alright, he leads off with Darmanitan, just like pretty much any other Smogon player out there. So I'm just gonna pretty much go out into my Rotom Wash. And no, that's not a dig on other Smogon players. I pretty much do the same too. As he's just gonna go for a Flare Blitz. That's gonna do absolutely negligible damage for obvious reasons, as he has no electric immunity, meaning I can get a very free Volt Switch on out here. And if he does choose to by chance go out into his Roserade, I will be able to immediately kill you off with my Duck Trio. But at the same time, I need to make sure if you are anyways, I think I definitely am on the driver's seat here because, yeah, there's absolutely nothing he can do about this at all, as, yeah, out comes the Ferrothorn. In hindsight, probably going for, like, Will-O-Wisp was probably the best play, but that's fine because now I can pretty much just go out into my Clefable, and if I were a betting man, I would say that you have absolutely no switch into this thing, so, yeah, give me a kill. I don't know about you guys, but Life Orb Clefable is actually pretty damn good in the OU metagame. Like, I don't know why, but no matter what happens, Clefable is the type of Pokemon that will always adapt to any situation and will continue to stay OU until the ends of time. Because this thing, this son of a bitch is like, it's not even like that special to begin with, because again, it just got the Fairy typing. But the Fairy typing itself is so damn good that there is absolutely nothing that the opposing side can do about it. Like, when you have a Fairy typing and some decent sort of coverage, that's pretty much all you need. That's all you need to thrive, and that's pretty much just how it is. So yeah, here I'm just gonna pretty much set up my Stealth Rocks here now. Okay, he goes for a taunt, perfectly understandable. As I am just gonna go out into my Clefable because, yeah, I generally have no reason not to. And the moment I'm able to set up Stealth Rocks on your ass, the moment I'm able to benefit from it at the end of the day. So yeah. I'm not going to switch out into my Rotom Wash per se because I don't necessarily want this thing to get burnt, especially when this obnoxious, totally not broken Pokemon known as Galarian Darmanitan is around. So yeah, I think my best play is definitely going out into my Clefable, yeah. Because again, he has no switch into this thing. You can burn me, but what can this do for you at the end of the day, huh? As, yeah, I'm just going to go for a Moonblast. I legitimately don't see any reason not to, and as he does end up going out in his Roserade, he is able to, like, that does take a, he does take a considerable chunk of damage, is what I'm trying to say. As here, I assume that he would either go for a Sludge Bomb. I want to make the bad play by going out in my Dugtrio, but that's not worth it at the end of the day. So I'm going to go out in my Ferrothorn here. As, yeah, he does go for a Sludge Bomb. As here, there's pretty much nothing stopping me from setting up my Stealth Rocks. Okay, he does go for a Sunny Day, which, you know what, is a really good play on your behalf, because now you can very well go for a Weather Ball on my ass, which is a pretty damn good tech. But at the same time, I'm able to set up my Stealth Rocks on your ass, and I'm going to be able to benefit from it at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm going to go into my Dragapult. I think I should be able to take one just fine. Yeah, I take one decently, as now I'm going to be able to just essentially go straight for a Dragon Dart and knock you out, assuming you want to stay in. But his other play is definitely going on in his Ferrothorn, which is perfectly fine. But considering how he cannot necessarily, like, considering how Dragon Darts isn't a contact move, I will definitely not take any sort of damage from this, which is pretty damn awesome. As here, I think I'm just gonna go back out into my Clefable. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Gyro Ball, but that's not gonna do anything to me. As now I'm in the sun, and if I were a betting man, this is the time where you stack something. Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a Flamethrower. He goes out in his Dracovish. In hindsight, I guess Moonblast was probably the better play. Yeah, that was probably the better play now that I think about it. But that's fine because, again, I have a Ferrothorn to go into. There's not much my opponent can do to me, honestly. Like, he is like trying his best by making these sort of pivots here and there, but considering I was just able to set up my Stealth Rocks on his face, he has now essentially put himself in a cycle where he will be the loser at the end of the day. And it's gonna happen pretty soon, so yeah. As Papa John said, the record is gonna get what? The day of reckoning will come, and the record will get straight. I don't know why I even made this impersonation, and it was so bad. I suck at southern accents. I'm so sorry, guys. Whew. But yeah, honestly, I don't see any way for him to like get out of this one unless he makes like the most wildest of plays, but Dracovish can definitely go for a Vicious Rend, which will do a very considerable chunk of damage. And I like how they're not like trying to hide the fact that they named it after Spatial Rend, which kind of shows that like Gen 4 remakes are definitely coming down the line. But yeah, just a random thought. I'm gonna go ahead and my Rotom here though, because I'm not entirely too sure what he would want to do. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go for a knockoff. I expect him to want to go for a Wisp or something along those lines, and I think I'm much better off by just going for a knockoff here and getting rid of this thing's recovery, rather than just pretty much putting myself in a continuous cycle. A continuous cycle with like no definitive end at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I keep saying at the end of the day too much, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. Alright, so he goes for a taunt for literally no reason, and that's definitely going to come back to bite him in the ass because, yeah, I just got rid of his recovery. As what I'm going to do now is just pretty much go out in my Rotom and get a very free Volt Switch off. Like, legitimately, there's nothing you can do about it. As, yeah, you may be able to go for that, bro, but considering how I'm putting you on the back burner continuously, who's winning at the end of the day? Who's winning at the end of the day? You tell me. Yeah, I'm going to Wisp here because the ideal play for him to make would have to be going out in this Ferrothorn, honestly. Like, Ferrothorn is definitely his best play in the sense that, oh my god, my opponent has been timing itself out. Oh my fucking god, that's so stupid. Alright, that was whack. But if I was able to burn this thing, I would have been like in a so much better position, but I guess there's nothing you can do about it at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, why do I keep saying that so many times? I don't know. I even say the same thing to people that I talk to. It's a good thing that more people are telling me about this now, because now I can try to control it. But honestly, this is fine. Again, if he brings in his Roserade, he's dead. And I am just gonna go for a Flamethrower. Like, I have no reason to make any plays. As, yeah, my opponent is gonna think I'm gonna make a play. Again, I had no reason to in the first place, as I'm gonna be able to knock this thing out. And that's pretty damn awesome. As now, I have a Ferrothorn. I'm gonna go into that. I don't know what you want to go for, but yeah, he goes for a Vicious Rend. Holy shit, that does so much damage. Alright guys, I'm back right now. I think this is definitely choice banded. If I were to be a betting man, but yeah, like, it would be nice to keep this thing around, but yeah, I don't think there's any point in keeping this thing around. So yeah, here I am just gonna make sure that this thing is the right set. Alright, so this thing definitely comes off to me as if he's Choice Bandit. That's not supposed to do that much damage, so I'm gonna go... Actually, no. Yeah, why am I even doing that? I can just knock you out with the Sucker Punch. That's even a roll. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna go for an Earthquake. Alright, so it does actually turn out that this thing was Choice Bandit as hell. Alright, so both me and my opponent are timing out hard, and I need to get my shit together. So, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do here and now, as, yeah, I'm gonna bring out my Clefable. Again, these plays are just gonna be pretty much straightforward as they can get. As he does make the smart play by going for a Hex, which was definitely the ideal play for him to make. But now there's nothing stopping me from going for a Life Orb Thunderbolt. As, yeah, I'm gonna be able to do so much damage to this thing, it's not even funny. As because he allowed his Jellicent to take this much damage, he is definitely not gonna take any other hit. If he brings out Roserade, it's a dead Flower Walking. Yes, a dead Flower Walking. And now I think I should be able to win. Yeah, there's not much my opponent can do here, other than, you know, trying to set up webs or something along those lines. In which case, I have a Mandibuzz to defog them away with. So yeah, here I think I'm just gonna go for a Flamethrower. Legitimately see no reason not to, as he's just gonna try to set them up in a last-ditch effort. But unfortunately for him, the reason why that's not going to work out for him is the fact that I do happen to possess the Sucker Punch. And because I possess the Sucker Punch, there is nothing he can do about me just going out into this bad boy. Actually, no, wait, hold on a second. So what I'm going to do right now is pretty much try to make sure I guarantee myself the victory. As while I can, definitely... Yeah, I'm going to go out, I'm going to defog here. Defogging is definitely the play in my opinion, and considering I am specially defensive, there's not much this Roserade can do to me, like, at all. So, I'm just gonna take this as the chance to defog these hazards away, and in doing so, I'm gonna put myself in a position where I will be able to... Actually, why did I even do that in the first place? Huh, that's probably really pointless of me. Interesting. Interesting indeed, Uzi. Interesting indeed. I mean, I see no reason not go for a foul play here. Yes, yeah, Mandibuzz is just gonna chew that up like it's nobody's business. And now out comes the Galarian Darmanitan of his. His only way is to flinch my ass down, and I hope to God that he doesn't, because if he does, I'm gonna cry. I'm legitimately gonna cry. But, I think, yeah, I should just go for a Volt Switch. Don't flinch me, please. Okay, cool. He's not going to be able to flinch me. I'm going to crit his ass back. I'm going to go out in my Duck Trio, get my last kill with Sucker Punch, and just like that, we are able to end this ridiculously long game, which should have ended a very long time ago. So I apologize for that, everyone. But that's perfectly fine, as our next opponent here has he has Appleton. This man is definitely a threat, but Cinderace is definitely another issue too. I don't know if Dougie outspeeds this thing. I think it does. But I'm gonna find that out in the middle of this game, as, yeah, lead-wise, I'm just gonna lead off with my Rotom, because everybody and their mother leads off with either Galarian Darmanitan or their Cinderace, but this man leads off with this Snarl, which is good on him. But yeah, it's gonna go for a Taunt, which is irrelevant, because, yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much get my very free Volt Switch off, and here I'm just gonna do whatever damage I want with Moonblast. There really is nothing you can do about it, since considering how Corviknight doesn't even have like steel coverage in most builds, there is not much you can do to me. As here, I'm gonna go for a Flamethrower. If I'm able to snag a nice burn, that's actually gonna be much better. So yeah, he's gonna try to do that, but unfortunately for him, it's not gonna work out for you, bro. Because yeah, he just inflicted so much damage on himself, and now because I am pretty much just one hit away from killing something, I have nothing to lose by going for a Thunderbolt here. So, I assume he's just going to go out into his Clefable. That would be a smarter play. But, like, considering where I am in the ladder, it wouldn't make sense for me to just make aggressive plays here and now, as, yeah, Clefable is going to take a lot of damage, and I'm pretty sure Moonblast will be a two-shot on this thing, as, while he is able to set up Stealth Rocks on my face, he is definitely not going to be able to win at the end of the day. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt, and on the off chance he chooses to make an unnecessary play by going out into Cinderace. But no, he instead goes out in his Corviknight like I expected him to. Like, it was one of the Pokemon I expected him to go out into. As, yeah, like, now there's nothing stopping me from going for a Moonblast. There's legitimately nothing stopping me from doing just that. Like, this is the kind of play that is really unnecessary, and something that I've done, like, when I was early on in my you know, competitive Pokemon battling career. career. Wow. And at the same time, I still make these plays at times, especially when I'm tilting, but usually these sort of plays, guys, have very little risk, like very little reward. Because yeah, like at the end of the, if your opponent, you know, is in the right state of mind and he has, you know, like his fair share of experience with how matches go and all that jazz, he will know what to do and he will be able to like exploit this sort of carelessness. So yeah, just my opinion, but I don't think these sort of plays are like worth it at all. As yeah, I'm unfortunately gonna be able to force it to crit the Clefable, which is pretty good for me, but at the same time pretty bad too, as this is gonna force me to like this is gonna force me to potentially have someone take another Icicle Crash is what I'm trying to say, but apparently I forgot how to speak properly. So my sincerest apologies for that. Now, Dugtrio is pretty nice in the sense that I can definitely just knock Cinderace's ass out if he brings that thing in on me, but I'm gonna try to like force him to think that I'm Choice Scarf, and if he does fall for that and goes out into his Galarian Darmanitan, goes out into his Appleton, I think I will be able to benefit from it greatly at the end of the day. So yeah, and the reason why him setting up Stealth Rocks on my face is more so of a curse against him is that since okay, how do I say this? It's a curse to him because the moment I'm able to set up Stealth Rocks on you, they will stay. It doesn't matter if Cinderace goes for like what, Core Change or something along those lines, because he is going to essentially exchange his Stealth Rocks for my Stealth Rocks. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be the one benefiting from it at the end of the day, as since he did end up bringing out his Cinderace, here I believe what I'm gonna do is... Okay, I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to do. Huh. I don't want Clefable to take this set because it still can like pretty much nuke something really good, really hard. And I don't want to sack off my Mandibuzz yet because actually why am I not sacking off my Mandibuzz yet? It's essentially useless here, so I'm just gonna pretty much go out into this. Unfortunately, he burns me, which is pretty stupid. But at the same time, it's fine because I am just gonna pretty much force him to just kill me like that. And now I'm going to be able to go out in my Dugtrio. And unless people are running Choice Scarf Cinderace today, you should die. If you are a Choice Scarf, I'm gonna lose it. Alright, thank God. So thank God he isn't Choice Scarf Cinderace, as I will be able to knock this thing out. And as of now, I'm in a position where I think I should be able to win this game. Yeah, I don't see any reason to not sack off my Ferrothorn here now. Like... it did what it needed to do, and yeah, Galarian Darmanitan is so like obnoxious, guys. It's so stupid. Why is this thing even allowed? All right, he hits all his Icicle Crashes, but like that's to be expected at this point because Darmanitans, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Darmanitans not only possess Gorilla Tactics, they also possess Serene Grace, they also possess Victory Star or something along, or like, yeah, like, oh my God. Watch him flinch me now. Okay, cool, he doesn't. As I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. Out comes the Appleton, and unfortunately for my opponent, he is not gonna survive this next hit. Even if he goes for a Gyro Ball, that's not gonna do anything because I'm a Clefable. As yeah, down goes the Appleton. Like, I legitimately don't know what this thing does and why this thing is even around in the OUTR, guys. But because of him getting all these Stealth Rock damage off on himself, I think Sucker Punch will definitely be able to knock you out from here. So I'm gonna pause right here and be right back to confirm this fact. Okay, so unfortunately I'm not like near yet to achieve that outcome, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Udusag though. Alright, so I don't necessarily want to mess up my endgame because the way the situation is that he has kind of cornered me into this spot. And I think as of now, my best play would have to be sacking off my Dragapult because, yeah, this thing is definitely Choice Scarf. Like, that's what every Galarian Darmanitans are. As, yeah, it's going to be able to knock me out with an Icicle Crash. And as of now, I think in order to win this game, I'm going to have to go into my Rotom Wash. Make sure I don't get flinched from this Icicle Crash and win from this. Okay, my opponent just choked hard. My opponent just choked really hard, and I'm going to tell you why, because now I will be able to knock you out with a Moonblast, and the moment he brings out his Darmanitan, he is very much going to be in range for a Sucker Punch, and considering how Z moves aren't existent, and Z Parting Shot isn't a thing on this thing, I think, I don't know, he's gonna set up a Light Screen, but that's not gonna help you, big bro, because if he accounted for the fact that Dugtrio actually gets Icicle Crash, wow, Sucker Punch, I would be winning. But Clefable it's not gonna even come to that. Clefable is the most obnoxious Pokemon out there, and it just destroyed this Galarian Darmanitan. Oh my god. Alright guys, I'm back right now. Sorry about that. I had a lot of things to handle, but you know what? I want one more game because I want to reach the 1400. So let's see what happens as my next opponent here is using Haxorus, Hydreigon, why did I forget this thing's name? And Golisopod, which is like a pretty interesting squad. I know this son of a bitch gets close combat and first impression now, so I definitely need to be wary around that. What's up with me, like, not being able to pronounce certain words properly? I don't know. As yeah, he leads off with his Haxorus. Again, I got no reason to not go for a Moonblast because, yeah, I know what this thing is capable of, and I'm not fucking around with this bitch. So, yeah. I'm gonna get a considerable chunk of damage off on that Cinderace of his, which is pretty damn sick, I guess you could say. As he goes for a Gunk Shot, and that already poisons me because, yeah, like, when you're facing the Uzi Gunner, Gunk Shots are 100% poison guarantee. And, yeah, I just made that out of my ass, but, yeah. Here, I think... I don't know what I'm supposed to do, guys. Yeah, he goes for a Pyro Ball, which is actually pretty damn good for me because now I definitely think I will be... Okay, no, this bitch gets Sucker Punch. But that's fine. Yeah, because I'm going to out-prioritize you and I'm going to be able to knock you out. So, yeah, definitely, it's a good thing I remembered that because if I didn't, I would have just taken unnecessary damage with my Dugtrio, which would have sucked balls. But, yeah, glad that didn't play a factor as here I'm just going to go out in my Mandibuzz. He's probably going to go for first impression. That's going to do absolutely piss poor damage because Mandibuzz is a Mandibuzz. And here I'm going to expect him to either A, go set up a Spike, or B, go out into his Hydreigon so that he can set up a Nasty Plot on my face. So, I'm just going to go out in my Clefable, really. Like, I think it... Never mind. I'm going to go for a Moonlight. Seriously, what's up with plays like these? Alright, so I'm just gonna pretty much force you to go for just go for an emergency exit here and now. And be right back, guys. Okay, so now my opponent chooses to go out into his Hydreigon, which is actually a pretty bad situation for me. Yeah, that's actually pretty bad because I shouldn't have let my Clefable take all that damage for no reason. But I didn't expect him to just, like, attack my Mandibuzz. Man, these plays make no sense, honestly. But he's just gonna go for a Flash Cannon. And if he chooses to, actually, let's see what kind of a player he is. If he has a, okay, no, he goes for it. He does that. Okay, cool. Right. So he goes out into Seismitoad, but I will be able to burn you in the end, which is definitely a blessing. But the biggest blessing, however, would definitely have to be getting myself back up to a comfortable amount of HP because, yeah, you are definitely, because I was able to burn you, Clefable is just going to be back up to a comfortable amount of HP, and I will be able to win here. So, yeah, that's something. As Dragapult is going to come out here, and there's nothing stopping me from going for a substitute here, which is actually pretty damn sick because now there's nothing he can do to pretty much, like, break this thing other than, you know, just sacking off a Pokemon. So, yeah. Here, he goes out into Corviknight, which is fine. I don't necessarily know what kind of set he could potentially be. Okay, he's that bulk up set. Right. Yeah, I'm not fucking around with that. I'm gonna go out in my Clefable as he is just gonna go for that. But I have a Flamethrower. I have a Life Orb Flamethrower just for you, bro. And that's gonna do a lot of damage to you as Brave Bird still... Oh my god, that fucking kills. I didn't expect that to kill, honestly. Okay, that's actually pretty bad. Do I get swept here? Actually, no, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine because I will be able to taunt you, first of all. 125 to 126. Yeah, I'm gonna taunt you here. I'm not messing around with this thing. I'm not, and the thing is, like, there's a reason why I'm making this play, and that's because I don't know if Foul Play is gonna be able to knock you out from here. Actually, it should be. Yeah, Foul Play should definitely knock you out from here. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna take unnecessary damage for literally no reason, but I think I'm the one that's gonna lose at the end of the day because he has a Hydreigon and I don't have much to hit that thing with, which kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Okay, he gets paralyzed. Good. Do I even need Stealth Rocks up? I don't think I do. I genuinely don't think I do, but yeah, I'm just gonna get them up anyways because I can. And here, I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna let that thing take unnecessary damage, as my opponent just cannot catch a break for some reason. Unfortunate, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep going for a foul play, as he's gonna go for a Razor Shell. That's gonna do a decent chunk of damage, but what I'm gonna do here now is just pretty much just spam Roost until he gets paralyzed again. And essentially, yeah, just like that, guys. Just like that. As I'm going to be able to knock out his Goliathopod here now. And this is pretty good because not only am I able to set up my Stealth Rocks, I'm able to essentially, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm going to taunt you. I'm not fucking around with you, bro. Yeah, he's just going to go for that, which is kind of unfortunate, as now I'm not entirely too sure what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Okay. So there is definitely a way to win this. Yeah, there's actually a way to win this, and that's pretty much just like that's just through my Dragapult, because that thing just pretty much wins on its own, I would wager. But I'm gonna keep Ferrothorn around because there's no reason to sack this thing off just yet. So yeah, I'm gonna sack off my Dugtrio, which is kind of unfortunate. But at the same time, here what I'm gonna be able to do is just go for a Dragon Darts and knock something out. In hindsight, going for a Substitute was probably the play. Yeah, in hindsight, going for a Substitute was probably the play, as now out comes the Haxorus. If he goes for a close combat, that's actually going to be pretty bad for me, as no, instead he goes for a Dragon Claw, which is pretty good for me, as now there's nothing stopping me from going for a Leech Seed, as yeah, he's gonna sack off his Seismitoad, but at the same time, so he has Nasty Plot, Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, and all that jazz. So he's gonna go for one more Dark Pulse, and unfortunately he's gonna be able to flinch me, which actually sucks. But alright, so I think I have my way of winning this game. Eject Pack. Huh. What's up with these new items? they make no sense. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna let you. Ha! My opponent is gonna make an unnecessary over prediction by going for a close combat, and that's gonna bite him in the ass. And that's actually pretty damn cool because now I'm definitely gonna go for a taunt here. I am gonna make sure that you are not able to set up any substitutes of any kinds. And Dragapult is definitely gonna come here. He's gonna go for a Dragon Darts, and that, my friends, is going to be a GG. And just like that, we are in the 1400s. Still pretty far away, but one step closer towards reaching the top 10 in the Sword and Shield OU metagame. So yeah, I apologize if my commentary was a bit off in the last phases of this video, guys, but like, yeah, I really needed to think for the last phase of the video. But regardless, I hope you managed to find enjoyment out of it, and if you did, feel free to drop a like on this video and let me know in the comment section down below who you think is the top tier OU threat in the current metagame. And with that being said, once again, huge shoutouts and thanks go to my boys Raymond and Darius for making this amazing team. I will leave an importable in the description down below, assuming they are okay with it. And if you want, feel free to try it out for yourselves. And with that, my name is the Gunner. Thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a glorious day, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Bish!